All right, my violas, here is your fugue recording for Psalm and Fugue. So you got a little time to wait. So you have the second violins coming first, followed by the first violins. You've got cues in your music. It says viola 1, but that's actually first violin. And then you come in at 10. And I have this marked in third position. There's a lot of open strings in this part of the piece, but it sounds so much nicer if you use a finger instead, so you can use vibrato, and you're not string crossing so much. So don't worry about it at first if it's messing you up, but do give it a shot in third position so you can avoid some open strings. Looking down the page just a little bit before we get going, the middle part of the page, there's tons of accidentals. Almost every single note has a sharp in front of it, so pay attention to that. You've got high fours because you can't use any open Ds or D sharps. You could also play them as low ones, but when you're going 1 to low 1, it makes it kind of smeary. The last option you have is going to third position, so then it'd be like a high 2 instead of a regular 2. So there's a couple different things you can do. Try the fingering I marked first. If that doesn't work, let me know and we can work out a different fingering together for that. But just be aware you're not going to be able to play many open Ds because they're all D sharps in that middle section. Just like with the psalm, the rhythms are pretty straightforward. You've just got all these little clumps of 16th notes, 4/16 notes. Those, of course, are the most important notes. So you want to be the loudest and the cleanest on those. And then when you have other just held out pitches, back off a little bit because other sections are then doing those 16th notes. All right, here we go. So this is rehearsal 10, measure 20, starting in third position. 1, 2, 3, 4. self-explanatory after that. Just quarter notes and eighth notes. I am so sorry about that line after a rehearsal 11. Let's take a look at that again. That's a tricky measure. All right, so after rehearsal 11, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Measure 6 after that. So C sharp, D sharp, right? So big stretches. And if that's hurting your hand, like it's kind of hurting mine right now, again, talk to me. We'll get some different fingerings marked out so that it doesn't hurt your hand. If it is hurting while you're practicing, stop, take a break, stretch it out, shake it out, and then get back to it. So that was kind of under tempo. I'd like to go a little quicker. This movement should be faster than the psalm. So once you've got that under your fingers and you're doing your sharps correctly, you've got the fingering down, then start picking it up a little bit. So the 16ths really sparkle. They really just kind of pop out of the piece. Any questions, let me know. Have fun with this one. It really does give you guys some interesting, tricky stuff to do, and it'll sound great in class.